Welcome to the Mix and Pick Pals. I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. Welcome to the Mix and Pick Pals. I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. The rock goddess, and we're in the place to be. Make sure you come on inside the Crystal Palace, take your shoes off, leave them by the door, stop at the crystal bar, grab your crystals and grab your libations, because over here we honor our ancestors. 5 ways to become a crystal. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. 2, all you have to do is type, and we call that what? The boom boom room. The 3rd way to become a crystal, all you have to do is listen, and we call the parlor room. The 4th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is after the show, don't leave your play around me. True player for real. Ask me, you know what I mean. All you got to do is outhouse gang up in this thing. And that's what we call our after show, okay? Now, 5th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is to make sure you join our membership. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Mickey Figgy Crystal Palace. This is Dr. A, y'all. And I had to take me a break yesterday. I couldn't come up here. I had stuff to do. Give me a sec. I'm trying to put my little lip gloss on so I look cute for y'all. Okay. Greetings. Thank you for coming live. My air conditioner is fixed today. Finally, after a week of not having an air conditioner in my business. Okay. Y'all, I got a how you doing, buttons? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Okay. Let me share this out. Hopefully people will know we live over here. Do y'all mind sharing this out and telling people we live? Okay. All right. I am live. Come on, let's go. Come through. I guess I've been told that people are not getting my notifications. I have to address a couple of things. How you doing, buttons? I have to address a couple of things now. I guess it could be people. I did get I told her this is not me being fake or phony. I did get a nice little text message. From my phone, and one of the crystals has some concerns, and so she told me she didn't mind if I addressed him here. So anywho, I did get some lunch today, and I got some Starbucks honey because I wanted some. Okay. So I wanted to address a couple of things. So she wanted me to address, and one of the things that she has some concerns with, she said that I can't be neutral in a place like YouTube, and I can. And I will, and I am, okay. And that I need to take sides when reactors go at it. I don't like it when reactors go at it, so I'm not going to take sides. So that's that. That's all I gotta say. Y'all found my little red little thing here. I got a little crystal for children, especially a lot of my little children. These bamboo. A lot of my little children come in here, and they like to get the little crystal purses and stuff. So let me show y'all what I've done before we get started. We're gonna finish. I'm watching I'm Hungry videos. And then we're gonna talk about my jazzy life. We're gonna talk about I'm hungry. We're gonna look at I'm Hungry videos, and we're gonna talk about my jazzy life. We're gonna review those because I don't think enough of us are watching them. How you doing, Nicola? And that's also to give her a shout out because she does make some really good videos. I think she does way better editing than Jasmine. So let me show you what I've done so far. How you doing, Nicola? I know I spoke twice. This y'all seen this already. And then what I did was I said, well, I took this shelf and did this. You get what I'm saying? So this shelf, and if you see the shelves, it don't look so congested anymore. You see this shelf, it doesn't look as congested as it has been. Okay, so if you notice, it's not congested. Everybody got room. It's so much room. And then when you come back here, y'all know how it usually be so congested back here. Y'all look at this. Now, y'all know I had hand over fist. It was a whole bunch stacked here. And so of course now I have an actual shelf right there. And if you look at this shelves, you see that it's not as congested. Okay. So I gotta make some essential oils today. And I have to make some more uh um crisp powders, pills today. So I have like one of those little bit. Oh, I didn't show y'all that. And I love, well, we talked about it, but I didn't show y'all. So my pills, like when people want pills, they will already be here. I have a few made. My little machine broke down on me. So if you look at this right here, okay. So it has two shelves. So y'all know them, the heavy duty. I wanted a bigger one, but hey, I take what I can get for now. You know what I mean? Shoot, beggars can't be choosers, babe. My husband bought that for me. And he was like, well, so I have to, I'm appreciative of it. Okay. And so I have to show my husband because I want the little roll around thing so I can start doing the herbs on that. So I'm making progression. I'm progressing. Um, I'm progressing here in Euphoria. So I'm happy about that. I got some orders made. I want to also show y'all. This is a conditioner that I made to. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm glad I took it out. This is a conditioner that I made for a client that has dry scalp. I made that from just kitchen appliances. It's a, it's, it's no good after a week. So hopefully within this week they use it. Okay. I didn't put any preservatives in here. I know you like Dr. A. Yes, clunky. Yes, just like conditioner. You know how conditioner is. I made that just appliances in the sink in the kitchen, as well as some of my herbs that I use. Um, I made that in there. Um, so I'm really proud of myself that I'm getting to a point now where I'm at the point now where I don't even have to buy any products outside of me. You know what I mean? I can make my own hair conditioner. I just made it here. That's for a client that's coming in. I can make my own shampoo. I can make my own everything. So I really don't need anybody, okay? You know what I mean? So I like that. But we're gonna talk about my jazzy life if you give me just a second here. I forgot that I had to label this client is gonna be coming in and then they're gonna be asking me questions like, what is that? First of all, if I spell conditioner right, that would be nice. Okay. I forgot to put the D in here, okay? Yep. Here I gotta put the I'm acting like Jasmine, y'all. Here we go. I put it in there. There we go. Uh, there we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. So anyway, I'm happy. So can y'all share this out? People will come in. Johnny come lately, so come in. I'm not mad. People got lives. This is a Saturday rainy day. Um, so hopefully I'm your taste buds. Okay. So hopefully you come over here and taste buds. Again. But I would like also people to stop trying to put me into put me into stuff that I don't want to be in, you know? Okay. I'm not everybody's tea. I'm gonna I like people who I like people, and just because you have an issue with them, that's gonna be on you. You know what I mean? You need to work that out with them, not me. I'm not like we don't. This is YouTube. Now, some people, I do have a energy for some people. I do have certain relationships with people here on YouTube that if we met in person, we probably would be really, really, really good friends. I ain't gonna lie, passion is definitely one. So passion is probably one that I probably um I talk to offline. But I mean, it's other. I'm hungry is another person. Mimi is another person. I know if we met in person, we probably be really good friends. It's a lot of y'all on here. Pineapples. It's a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all mods in here. I would definitely roll with. We'll be kicking it and laughing and kiki. Okay, but we all grown women in here. Okay, so let's just act like it. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Yes, I'm drinking Starbucks. Okay. It was somebody gave me a gift card. One of my clients left me a gift card for good service. So I'm really happy. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and share Jasmine. Let's go ahead and watch my Jazzy life. Okay. Let's find this hooker. Let's find her. Okay, y'all. Wait a minute. I gotta go down. That pause. Pause. I gotta go down. That don't sound right. I'm going down to Alphabet Street. I guess I ain't got to pull it up no more. Hold on, y'all. I got to find it. I got to close out something. Here it is right here. I just got to close. Let me close some of this stuff out, y'all. I got so much stuff put up here that it doesn't make no sense, okay? Let me close out. I had got a large t-shirt order that I had to do, y'all. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of good stuff going on. So I'm happy, okay? I promise you, I am the most happiest that I could possibly. Well, I could be happy, right? But I'm still happy. I'm really happy, okay? I ain't gonna say I'm the most happiest. That would probably kind of be a lie, but it wouldn't be a lie if I said I was happy, okay? So make sure y'all check out my new sex line. I'm gonna show. I mean, my new um toy line. Okay. So they're not all on my website just yet. Because I'm still trying to. I still got to get a couple more items that I would like to put up there before I release them. But I would like to show you all my logo. Hopefully y'all like it. I'm gonna show you this now before we get st- damn it, where the hell is the logo at? The more and more I'm trying to close all this stuff out. Let me see. I'm trying to close it out. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to close some of this stuff off. Give me a second here. Girl, I don't know why I got Fat Joe up here, girl. He another one that's that's reaped off our benefits of us as people and trying to act like he did it. How you doing, Myra? Okay. So I got Jasmine pulled up, but let me show you my logo first. This is my new logo to my line. Hold on, let me put it up here. Okay, so hopefully y'all two shakes of a lamb tail. Hold on, let me make it bigger. Okay, I'm back. Okay. How you doing, Myra? Welcome to the Big Flick Palace. Okay, now let me show you my line. If you all will just look for a second, okay. I'm really excited about this. Okay, so hopefully we can take a dabber look at it. Okay. All right. So hopefully you all will support this. This is the new line I got out. I know she looks just like my Euphoria energy one, but hey, um can you tell one of my favorite colors is? Okay. Anyway, let's continue. All right, so we are going to watch my Jazzy Life. Let me take this off the screen. Okay, so we are going to watch my Jazzy Life, but I do want to go back and forth. We're going to do some go back and forths. Y'all got me for a little minute. So I do kind of want to go back and forth because I would like to also talk about my nails broke off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to I gotta get my nails done next week. Between either tomorrow or next week. But I gotta get them done, honey. They look bad. Okay. One fell off. One of them broke off. Thank God it broke off at the tip and not anywhere else. Okay, so it's just time for me to get a new nail set. Okay, all right. So let's continue. I don't know why Jasmine like wearing this ugly ass outfit. I don't know what that's about, but God, but help her, Jesus. Okay, help her. Father and the ancestors. Okay, help her. Or whoever God may be. Maybe a female, might be all of our ancestors aligned together. I don't know. But I do know that there is a higher source. Okay, so whoever the high source is, help this child and stop wearing this. Make something enlighten her energy so she don't feel like she has to dress like this. And we gotta see it. We should not be invited to the cookout. I don't know why people are always inviting us to the cookout, y'all. Sometimes we don't need to be a part of the cookout. Have you ever thought about that? Sometimes we don't need to be a part of the cookout. Okay, I don't always want to be invited to a cookout. I don't take offense if somebody just don't like me. Somebody just don't like me. I'm just not their cup of tea. I don't take offense to that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't do it. I know some people be in their feelings like, why she don't like me? Why she didn't come up here? Listen, I don't, that ain't me. I accept that people just not gonna like Dr. A. You know what I mean? I'm just not gonna make everybody feel good. You know what I'm saying? Some people, because I'm a Taurus and I'm very vocal, I'm a straight shooter. Um and I don't kiss people's ass. So I'm okay with people not liking me, but I don't have to make people like me by wearing short skirts. I don't have to, you know what I mean? I don't have to make a try to image, because if somebody say that
Me,
they
I
don't
got
like
some Eggo
something,
waffle.
I don't have to go out and do it. So we are gonna watch I'm Hungry in between this time. But right now we're gonna talk with Jasmine right now, and it's Lego, Tego, Hago. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that, okay, y'all. hmm How you doing, Nicola? Did I speak to you? Did I speak to you? Did I speak to you, Mara? Okay, hey girl, hey. So y'all, I didn't have my little break. Well, I had to do some bit. I really didn't have no break. I just had a break off her hair, and I couldn't. I just went in the position to come up here yesterday because I had to get all this stuff done. I had to put these little shelves together. I'm hard at working. Okay, yeah, I was just all you had to do is screw them and just go and just roll around because it's just plastic, right? It's just some plastic. I just like the plastic shelves better, y'all, because they last a lot longer. They every shelf I done had, I got these shelves in my house and they last for a very long time. They last longer than some of these little fake ass wood shelves that they build. Only way I would get a wood anything right now, I would have to go and find an old school one. Yes, I would get one used. I would get a wood something. I like wood better. I don't like this plywood. I don't like this bullshit that they make shit with now because it's cheap. The amount you paying expensive, but yet it's just you might as well get a plastic shelf. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell y'all, but you heard from me. I don't get stuff for the sake of it being expensive. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. And that's just, if you want to do that, I'm a business owner, honey, and I have to save every little coin I got. I already wasted money on this shelf over here. You know, get what I'm saying? This shelf was $50. I paid $50 for this damn shelf. This don't make no damn sense off of eBay. But that's a whole nother conversation. Let's continue, okay? She get $10 back for school, okay? She get $10 back, okay? A snack school, okay, girl. And if you spend, you should get $10 back if she spends 25. So she'll get some of that back. I guess some is better than none at all. Okay.
Because they love the waffles, baby. I don't know about y'all. They have protein waffles too, y'all. If y'all don't know.
Bitch, what difference does it make? Waffle is still processed, but hey, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you have to have everything fresh in your house. I'm not even saying that. I am realistic. I know that me being a entrepreneur mom who is rarely at home, and like last night, me and my son did not get out of here because I was up making these orders. I had a lot of orders to make. Yes, I do get a lot of orders. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm good at what the fuck I do. What? Anyway, so I was up in here till 9 o'clock. We were up in here till 9 o'clock. And my son was talking about he was hungry. But I already had I had like food in the refrigerator. I just had fruit in the refrigerator. So I was like, look, eat this fruit. You know what I'm saying? And I go when we went across the street, I had to get like one of the things I was using. I had to get it at the Dollar Tree because I don't sell it here. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I just tell y'all olive oil. So one of the things that I was putting together in one of my kits, I needed an oil uh breaker, and I don't have any olive oil. I have no, it wasn't olive oil, it's avocado oil. I don't have that here. What I have is as a to put as an oil base when I'm trying to do something is coconut oil. So I have different oils. I promise you. I have coconut oil, avocado oil. I have all kind of oils. I promise. But I just don't have avocado oil in here. But I am gonna buy some wholesale. You know what I'm saying? So next time I have to go to Family Dollar to go get it. I mean the Dollar Tree across the street. But you know what I'm saying? So I had to go do that, finish making the kid at home because I knew my kid was hungry, and I had to hurry up and make something to eat. And my husband would be getting off work, and I wanted when he come in that house, I wanted to have food on that table for him. And that my son, within an hour, by 10 o'clock, we were eating. And then my husband came home shortly. You get what I'm saying? But as a working mom, so sometimes as a entrepreneur or like most of you all are working moms, you know what I'm saying? Whether you work, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, you're still a working mom because you're taking care of your home. So I'm not mad at that. Okay. So things like that. So I understand people having certain things like my husband don't like making waffles. So he'll buy the Kroger waffle because that's what he want to do. Now I make homemade waffles. My husband will prefer the when I make them because I'm not there all the time for breakfast sometimes, like especially on the weekend, right? Or I'm just now getting up because I get up late on Saturdays because I don't have to. My place don't open up till 1:30. You get what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna change my time though, probably here, but it don't open up until 1:30. You get what I'm saying? So I don't wake up till like 11, and my husband's up with my son, so he lets me sleep in. But you understand what I'm saying, y'all. Okay. And then now I'm getting ready to get a little part time job that I'm probably going to keep because, again, it's another way of keeping me busy. It keeps me running. So I'm going to do some like cleaning of commercial buildings. I like doing that kind of stuff because it'll keep me moving and then they're going to pay me really nice. So I already got the job. I just got to figure out what day I'm going to start. So I'm only doing it part time, maybe 2 days out of a week on the weekend. So that my check is gonna be fat because the amount they're gonna pay me. So I'm a contractor. So I love doing that stuff. I have my husband has a cleaning business, but he cleans houses. I don't like cleaning houses. I don't want to be in nobody's house cleaning it. It's disgusting. I promise you. A business, I could take it, I could accept it from a business. I promise you. I'm more of a commercial cleaner because I used to have a commercial cleaning spot in my business, but this particular company is willing to um give me half of what they make. Not I'm not no hourly employee. They're going to give me half of what the contract is. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I'm kind of on some stuff of just trying to getting extra money so I can stack my savings because I'm all about saving money. Because look at these times or now the way everything is going now, you definitely want to have a savings. You definitely have multiple incomes. And I'm only doing things that I love to do. You know what I mean? I love cleaning commercial buildings. I love being here as a healer, helping people go to the next level. But the point is, with this here breakfast, just to say all that, she's a stay-at-home mom. So just don't necessarily understand why she eats so much processed foods. And it just lets me know that she's number one, lazy. She's number two, she does not know how to cook. But it's more than a notion. All she has to do is basically get all she has to do is all she has to do is like watching you since she watches TikTok and YouTube so damn much. All she gotta do is pull out a cooking video on YouTube or know how to learn how to cook certain things, right? It's a blessing that the bitch just learned how to use the fryer all the way. So she can actually put vegetables in there and fry them. My husband's really good with the fryer. Me, not necessarily. I don't like the fryer. I don't even like touching it. That's more his thing. He cooks with the fryer a lot. Now I clean the fryer if he uses the fryer. I tell him I clean it up all the time for him because he's like, I don't want to clean it, but I'll clean it for you. If you use it and cook, I'll do it. You know, so things like that. Um, I kind of want to share something to you all. I want to be vulnerable a little bit with you all today. I'm going to be vulnerable with you at some point today. I just want to talk to you all about motherhood. I really want to talk to you all about motherhood. And I'm going to try not to get so emotional about it. But I just, you know, motherhood is it's just it's beautiful. You know what I mean? Even when your children are fucking up, and yeah, they will fuck up, especially when they become teenagers. Man, I'm telling you. Oh, let me cut this down because then I got hot. This is that. And I think I know this guy halfway fixed this shit. I already know, but it's cool in here, so okay. Um, but motherhood is so important. Not just for you as the mother, but it's also creating a life. So no matter how you had your child, whether you had your child and you carried that child for 9 months, 8 months, and all of my children, and all mothers will probably say this, are miracle children at some point, you know. And I look at my children and I think of them as all miracles at some point in time in the way that I carried them or the way that they came about. And I will start with my youngest one. My oldest ones, I will let them share that story. Um, but they have a story they have to tell. So with my youngest, I remember when I first saw him, like when I look, when I got that email and they kept on emailing me and I didn't return the emails because of the one kid that we were going to get before. I just I, he was a little cute little guy, but he was hurt. He was really hurt. And I didn't necessarily I don't really think I could handle. I don't think we were going to be able to handle him. I think that we probably would have uh you know we would have made it work, but I didn't want to make it work. You know what I mean? But anyway, this little guy was so handsome. He was brilliant. He was good at computers. He was smart. He had a lot of issues because he blamed the state for, he had like about 12 siblings and his mom was out there bad. His parents was out there bad. Long story short, he was just like, when he started, we were talking to him because they have you to do conversations with the kid, and the little boy was like about 10 or something. And because we were willing to take, older children, it does not matter. We just wanted to be parents, and we didn't, together. Um, and when the little boy came around, the little boy was like, "I'll hack into your bank account," and that was right there. We was like, "I know we don't want him," and then so we didn't say anything. We didn't want him, or I don't want to. I'm not just, and I know some that may sound harsh for some of you all, but it's the truth. I mean, it is what it is. It has to be a marriage for all parties. It has to be something that's going to work out for him, and he didn't want to come here anyway. He didn't. So it's not like I'm saying anything. He was like, "I'll hack into your bank accounts. I don't want to come there. I don't want to be there." But I know he was coming from a place of hurt. And my husband was just like, "Well, you don't have to come here. It's okay." You know what I mean? And then his foster parent was like, "She gonna take it. She'll go ahead and keep him." And then the next week they called us and they was like, "Well, that didn't work out. So would you all like to, have him?" And what we'll do is we'll just rip the band-aid off. No, you're not gonna just rip the band-aid off. And we just said no. Um, no, thank you. May he find the right people that will love him, and may he have his heart open to his next parents. And I understand where he was coming from because they did rip his family out and all of his siblings were separate. So, can you blame the guy? No. He wasn't no dummy. He knew what it was, right? So I kept getting this email. So after that happened, I was kind of like, I don't know if we're going to do this because I don't know if it's going to work. And I kept getting this email and email. And it was like, "Hey, they got a little boy. He's 4 years old." And we kept on going. You know what I mean? And then my husband's like, "Hey, check your email. They got somebody." I was like, "Okay, cool." And it was a little boy. And I'm telling you, when I saw that email, they didn't have no picture of him. They didn't have any information regarding him, none of that, right? Because they usually have like a child summary and they give you information about the child, why the child was taken, how many siblings they got, if they have any, what their parents, how their parents, their record on their parents, like was their parent on Uggs or anything like that, or whatever their parents' history was, their grandparents' history. They'll tell you all that information. And they didn't have any of that. And so we agreed to the interview. I did this interview, and it was like a group thing where other parents were also going for it. And it was like 100 people that wanted this little boy. They wanted this little boy. They wanted little Knack. I call him Knack here on YouTube. That's not what I call him in person, but that's not his name. But I call him Knack. So then when I'm not looking at any comments. I'll look at them in a second, and then after I read your comments, then we'll go back to the video. But I'm just trying to be vulnerable with y'all to try to understand why Jasmine, why she doesn't I don't understand why she doesn't love her children. I'm sorry. I mean, I know I just don't understand why she don't love her children. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. Okay. So anywho, so they had that, and then we were having this discussion, and my husband couldn't make that first round because he was at work. And I kind of felt the ways because I mean, my husband does have a lot of responsibility on his job, and it was kind of short notice. And I told them from the get go. And so finally he jumps on at the very end, right? And then so they was grilling him these questions about, well, with your work hours being the way that they are, and you being an entrepreneur, how are you gonna be able to dedicate time to be a father to this kid? And he was like, well, I already have a situation without going into my husband's business. So without going to our business on his end, he was like, well, a father is a father. A father is somebody that a child can look up to that works. And my husband a Leo, so he was giving it to him. And he was like, well, I'm not gonna he did the whole Vito Corleone thing, where I'm not gonna apologize for taking care of my family. I'm not gonna apologize for being a provider, and yada yada yada. And so they was just like, wow, because he didn't care about what they was talking about. He didn't let them put him under a microscope, and he put the microscope back on them. And it was like, well, why wouldn't you want a child to be able to have a stable environment? Isn't that why the state came in and took the children out of the custody, because of something wasn't go afoot? You know what I mean? And they was just like, oh, okay. And so you have a caseworker, the child has a caseworker, and the child also has an advocate. You have a caseworker. So I talked afterwards, we talked to our caseworker. We just like, I was like, I didn't like the questioning. I was like, I thought that was very judgmental. A black child, especially, I said, needs a father who's going to be an example, and whatever I said. I don't even remember exactly. But so we made it past that round, and they said, well, you've been accepted and blah blah blah. We're going to do a next meeting. The child is going to come into you're going to do a play date afterwards. You're going to meet the child. So they got on the video. He was at his foster parents house at the time, and he was like, yes, no. We were asking questions because he's only four, right? And so we're asking questions. He's like, yes, no, yes, no. Okay. And then that day that I looked at that little boy, I knew that that was my son. You know what I mean? I knew that that was my son. I knew that, you know, that nothing could stand in the way of that. I remember pushing out my daughter. I knew that that was my child. I knew that, the moment that I saw her coming to, well, I didn't see her coming to the world, but after she came out and they handed her to me, I knew that that was my child. I knew with my son as my last biological child, which it doesn't matter to me. I don't care about biological or if this child came from my womb or didn't. I don't give a fuck about that. I care about that being my child. I care about me raising it, whether it's my grandchildren or not. I don't care about none of that. I care about my extensions. That means so much to me. My history, my ancestry line means so much to me. And I don't understand how a lot of these mommies get up here and don't take pride in their children and don't care about their children and don't give a damn about their children. And then they have people that encourage this foolishness. They think it's okay to not take care of their children. They think it's okay to not uh give their children the best of them that they could possibly give, and when they're wrong they don't apologize, and they don't put their children first. When I was coming up, my parents always put me first. No matter what they had, my parents went on and had going on with them, they always put me first. And it's just sad to see how these mommies get up here and don't give a shit about their children. They don't give a fuck about what their children eat. They don't give a fuck about their children staying up at all hours of the night talking to God knows who, because you don't know if it's a stranger that your child talking to or somebody's trying to get your child to go outside. Do you know how many missing or exploiting children there are in the world? Every time I look down my timeline, children are going missing or someone's hurting children and all these kinds of things, and then everybody thinks this is okay. And yeah, we laugh and kiki over here, but the real situation is these mommies are not good mommies. They don't even put forth the effort. Not saying you have to be the best mom, but you got to be the best mom that you can be. And if you don't know how to be a mom, then you need to figure something out. Okay, I'm gonna read your comments. I apologize for getting emotional, but it just hurts. It just hurts sometimes. Sometimes I have to take a break from this shit. Because the reality is that people don't give a fuck. and then they want you to give more fucks than they give. I can't love your children more than you love your children. I can't do that, my jazzy life. Olivia, I can't love your children more than you love yours. Chrissy, I can't love your babies more than I love yours, more than you love them. Okay. And at some point in time, you have to figure it out. If you don't know how to be a parent, then ask somebody. Ask somebody, this is the right thing to do. Ask somebody. And if you don't have an example, if your mom was a poor piss mom, then ask somebody else that have successful children, that children love them. Even though I made a lot of mistakes with my children growing up, and I still make mistakes with my youngest one. But you know, one of the things that I've done with my children, you know, one thing I do with my children, you know, one thing I do, I text them and I tell them I love them. You know, one thing I do is when they need me, I'm there. How about that? How about that?
Got some light syrup. I got some guacamole. Got the chunky. Me and Maya love this. Got me some more coffee. Got the breakfast blend. I also got some Gatorade. This is really for track practice and cheerleading. Some spoons.
I'm not mad at the Gatorade if it's for tracking, but water, you know, whatever. I'm not mad at fruit. But what I am questioning here, okay, what I am questioning is why all the junk food? Why don't we see any type of here we see one box of fruit of strawberries. You have 5 children and your ass. One box. Okay.
some strawberries. I got some more bacon. Got the bigger one.
Why do you always buy just breakfast food?
I had that thin cut,
Okay, okay, let's talk
bacon.
about that. So if you are a butter person, why do you need two things of but wait a minute, hold on. Let's go back.
Protein milk.
And you wasting time with that. That's not going to help you curb your appetite. All you have to do as a person, as a human being, or as a person who would like to lose weight, which makes sense. Who doesn't? Most of us want to be healthy. Most of us. Whether we do it or not, we still in our minds and our hearts and our souls and our spirit, we want to be healthy. Being healthy and is healthy is two different things. We're talking about being healthy. And why would you buy that shit with all that sodium in it? Why wouldn't you make your own meals?
For me, I got some Eggo waffles
I'm
because
not
they
tripping off Eggo waffles. Waffles, I get that, right? Pancakes is so you should come on now. You come on, you can make pancakes now. But waffles, okay. Let's throw that out the window. Fine, she got waffles. Cool, cool. Right. Not everybody has to. I get it. I get waffles. I get it. I get it. If you don't have a because you have to buy a waffle maker in order to buy a waffle. I have a waffle maker. My husband's not gonna make the waffles. I'm telling you, he'll cook, but he's not gonna make no damn waffles. I'm telling you, not by scratch. That's me. Let's go.
love the waffles, baby. I don't know about y'all. They have protein waffles too, y'all. If y'all don't know. Got some light
Okay,
syrup. I
syrup. Okay, fine. I'm more of a agave honey person. Fine. If you want to use syrup, long as it's kosher.
got some guacamole. Got the chunky. Me and
Now
Maya
that
love
you could have made. All you got to do is take avocado. Avocado is all you got to do is go buy some avocado. You can make your own. You can make your own.
this. Got me some more
Coffee,
coffee.
cool. Okay. Understandable coffee. Coffee is what it is. I'm gonna give me I would like to give me I have mushroom coffee back there, and it does have an acquired taste, but it tastes good with if you use it with creamer, the oatmeal creamer, the I can't drink it without it. I'm just gonna keep it real, y'all. I no type of coffee. I gotta have some kind of creamer in it. I'm sorry. I don't drink coffee just straight. I can't. It's ugh. You know, I'm tasting coffee for the taste. I'm a taster of coffee. I'm not a taster of just trying to get energy because I got so much stuff that I can get energy from. I got a guions of stuff back there that I can get, energy from. I don't need to drink coffee to get energy, but I like the way coffee tastes. And I do have some coffee right here, okay? It's said right, and they film it exactly. Even worse. Okay, let's continue.
Got the breakfast blend. I also got some Gatorade. This is really for track
I
practice.
understand Gatorade. Gatorade, when if I do drink soft drinks like that, it'll probably be like Gatorade or cranberry juice. But I drink like pure cranberry juice. And I know it's so bitter, but I love it. I love the way it tastes. Gatorade is more of a if I'm in the store and let's say I've already bought water, and I want to like a little tasty taste, and they don't have any cranberry juice. Gatorade is my next, but I don't like that color. I like the lime. I like the original Gatorade. I don't like the turquoise bluish. Ugh. Yuck. Or red. Oh my god, that's like Kool-Aid. Ugh. No, I just like the lime. I like the lime back in the day. The first original Gatorade. That was the first original Gatorade. I can remember when they put it out. I recall, I am that old where the original Gatorade, I remember drinking the lime. When they first came out with the drink, I did the lime. And my father used to bring that home. He used to bring it home. I think my father was also a hard worker. My father had multiple jobs at different times, just because he wanted extra money. He was one of those savings kind of guys. He was one of now he's retired. Now he sits on the porch, and my father know everything that go on in that neighborhood. My father sit on the porch with his shoes off, and he just be like, on the porch, y'all. I was like, Dad, where was you at? Oh, I was on the porch. He retired, But okay, Gatorade, cool. Okay, fine. Well, come on now. Okay, let's keep it going.
Is and cheerleading. Some spoons, some strawberry.
Okay, bacon. Here we go. Bacon. That's some thick ass bacon. They cut the hell out that damn. And probably and another thing, I mean, it's not just because I don't eat pork or meat or anything like that, but it's also because my grandmother had a farm or there were sharecroppers, and I'm telling you, to hear them pigs get killed, to see chickens get killed. I done seen chickens get killed. And when you cut the chicken head off, the chicken body will still move. Did you know that, y'all? It's crazy. It's crazy. And then you'll kind of like that chicken. You might like the little chicken. You can tell them apart too. They don't all look the same, but you can tell a little chicken apart. If you get attached to the chicken, guess what? It's gonna probably be cooked. Either it's gonna be cooked. My grandmother had rabbits, and then they'll be like, and I had a rabbit that I really liked, and of course it was going to slaughterhouse, and they'll be like, and I named the rabbit, and of course they cooked it for dinner, and they was like, it tastes just like chicken. No, thank you. Number one, I was not eating rabbit. Number two, that was my little friend. Okay. So I don't know. And sometimes I don't think I'm an animal activist. Sometimes, and then when I really think about it, I'd be like, well, damn. Sometimes I feel like, and then I also, okay, maybe I am an animal activist. See, I really never thought about it. And sometimes I go to the little pond and feed the ducks and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want them to get too close to me. I'm like, hey, they get too close to me, especially if you got bread, girl. If you got bread, them ducks will attack you. They'll be like, hey, bread, and to their little beak out. I'm like, oh, the little, But damn, they slaughtered the heck out of this damn piggly wiggly. Boy, look how thick them bacon pieces look. Good Lord. That's straight pork. That's straight little Finny. Look at little Finny over there. Little Finny Finn. Look at it. Fin. Girl. Mm-mm. Now just imagine. You see all that fat on there? But she want to lose weight. This is the one thing that you need to get out your diet. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you want to eat meat, cool. I listen. I don't know judgment. At least get off of pork. At least do that. For crying out loud. This is 2005. Why you don't know pork is bad? Is fucked up for you. Come on, y'all. Get off of pork. Damn.
I got some more bacon, got the bigger one because I had that thin cut.
Okay. Wait a minute. This is what I'm tripping out. Now, why did you get all this butter? Look at all this butter, child. Look at all this butter, baby.
Is a hit as well, so highly recommended if y'all never tried it. And here's the full little mini grocery haul
That grocery house
for
stupid.
track practice and cheerleading. Highly
You just
recommended if
don't know
y'all
how
never
to
tried it.
shop. You don't know
Got
how
the
to
breakfast
shop. It's
blend.
just weird.
I also
It's
got
weird how she shops. Okay, when to get on back on the butter, I got to get to the butter. Y'all, I
some Gatorade.
apologize,
This
but I
is
have
really
to keep.
for track
I'm trying to
practice
see
and
what kind of
cheerleading.
butter that.
Some spoons, some strawberries. I got some more
Okay, here
bacon.
we go. Okay, so she got the plant. Okay, does this make sense? Wait a minute, is this plant based too? Okay, Jasmine, how does this make it fucking sense? You buy non plant based butter, then you buy the milk butter. Why? Oh, that is such a pet peeve of mine. When I am at your house and I am chilling with you at your house, and if I see any plant-based shit in your refrigerator and you got other shit in your refrigerator, I'm gonna lose it. I can't. I know some of y'all is like, Dr. A, what? Yes, this shit pisses me the fuck off.
Bacon, got the bigger one because I had that thin cut, bacon, butter, and I got these two
Now, who the fuck don't know how to make salads? Why bother this bullshit? Now, if you're at Kroger's or you're at a shopping mall and you're really hungry right then and there, or you're gonna have a lot of stuff to do that day, then I would make me a salad. You know what I mean? If I'm like, well, I don't want to go to a fast food restaurant or I don't want to sit down at a place and you're already at the grocery store, then I would buy a salad. Then I may make a salad. Have I done that? I probably did that one time. I went to I went to uh Rainbow Blossom, right? And I got grocery there. And I knew I had a lot of shopping that I had to do. I had to do grocery shopping and I wanted to go clothes shopping. And then I also wanted to go get my nails done. I had a lot of stuff, a lot of errands that I had to run. And then I had to go to cleaners, you know what I mean? And I went and they have like these little rolls. And y'all know what rolls I'm talking about, though. It has where it has the seaweed in them. They have the seaweed, they have the rice around it, the rolls, and it has the vegetable stuffed inside and they are rolls. So I've gotten like two plates of those, and because I knew that was going to be a quick eat, right? And so you know how you could drive and just pop them in your mouth, quickly. You know what I mean? And then I knew I was going to the nail place. So plus I had to drop the food off at home and I didn't have time to cook. I didn't have time to get anything because I was going to be running around and I didn't want to come back starving. I was hungry then. I wasn't fasting. I wasn't doing anything, but I wanted to eat, right? So that's stuff like that. So of course you're going to do that, right? It just didn't make no sense for her to go buy two fucking salads when that is the easiest thing in the world to make. Jasmine could have easily made this. Easily. Hold
salads
on.
because baby, these salads be hitting. So yeah, this is basically everything that I got. Also, the plant butter is a hit as well. So highly recommended if y'all never tried it. And here's the full little mini grocery haul.
Wait a minute, I gotta go. I gotta cook.